Hello students, in today's lecture we are going to start a new chapter number 2, that is relations and functions. Before starting this chapter, it is very important to introduce what is Cartesian product of sets. Often in maths, we come across with the word relation. Generally speaking, by relation we usually understand some connection between the two living or non-living things, like the relations of mother-daughter, brother-sister, teacher and student. We are quite familiar with these relations. Today we will learn about a new concept of relations in maths. Mathematically, we can also define a relationship between the two elements of a set. Let us start with the introduction of Cartesian product of two sets. What is Cartesian product of sets A and B? Let us consider two sets A and set B. What is the Cartesian product of A and B? It is A cross B. Product means cross. It means it is a set A comma B such that small a belongs to this set, capital A set, and small b belongs to capital B. This is the Cartesian product of sets A and B, and we will read this as A cross B. A cross B. For example, let us suppose A is the set as red, blue, orange. B is the set as 1, 2, 3, 4. Then what is A cross B? It is the set of ordered pairs such that first element of the ordered pair should belong to the first set and second element should belong to the second set. This means all the elements are related to the elements of B. All the elements of A are related to elements of B. That means red 1, red comma 1, first ordered pair, red comma 2, second ordered pair, red comma 3, third pair, red comma 4, fourth pair. Then blue comma 1 first, blue comma 2 second, blue comma 3, blue comma 4. Then orange comma 1, orange comma 2, orange comma 3, and last orange comma 4. Always remember, this Cartesian product is also a set, so the curly bracket in the beginning and in the end is must. And there is one note. Let us suppose there are m elements in set A and p elements in set B, then the number of elements in A cross B will be m into p. For this case, number of elements in A is 1, 2, 3. 3 elements. Number of elements in B is 1, 2, 3, 4. And number of elements in A cross B will be their multiplication. 3 multiply 4 is 12. And you can also count this number is also 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Clear? There are also some other results. Second result is two ordered pairs are equal. Two ordered pairs are equal if their corresponding elements are equal. That means first element is equal to first element and second element is equal to second element. Third result is if any set from A and B is infinite, if either A or B is infinite, if any set is infinite, then A cross B is also infinite. And the fourth result is, we can also write Cartesian product of three sets. That means A, B, C, such that small a belongs to capital A set, small b element belong to capital B set, small c belongs to capital C set. This means ordered triplet. As we say this as ordered pair. In case of 2 we say ordered pair, and in case of 3 we say ordered triplets. These are the 4 results which we will use to solve the questions from the first exercise. Let us start our questions. In the first question, the question says, if x over 3 plus 1 y minus 2 over 3 equal to 5 over 3 1 over 3, what are the values of x and y? This is my question. I need to find x and y. We will use second result. In the second result, we have already studied that two ordered pairs are equal if their corresponding elements are also equal. Now these two pairs are equal. This means this first element is equal to this first element, and this second element is equal to this second element. So we can write this result by equality of ordered pairs. By equality of ordered pairs, x over 3 plus 1 equal to 5 over 3 and y minus 2 over 3 equal to 1 over 3. Now we can easily solve these two parts after taking LCM. X equal to 2 and y equal to 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3. Y equal to 1. This is my answer. Value of x is 2 and value of y is 1. Move on to second question. If the set A has 3 elements, A set has 3 elements, and set B is equal to 3, 4, 5, then find the number of elements in A cross B. What will be the number of elements in A cross B? It is clear that the number of elements in A is 3. Number of elements in B is 1, 2, 3. 3 elements, 3. So we will use this first result. That means number of elements in the Cartesian product is their multiplication. 3 multiply 3 is 9. So there are 9 elements in A cross B. This is my answer. Move on to third question. In the third question, it is said that if G is equal to 7, 8 and H is equal to 5, 4, 2, what is G cross H and what is H cross G? H cross G. This is my question. What is G cross H? G cross H is equal to A, B such that A belongs to this set G and B belongs to this set H. So it will be 7, 5, 7, 4, 7, 2, 8, 5, 8, 4, 8, 2. Now what is H cross G? H cross G is A, B such that A belongs to this first set H and B belongs to this second set G. So it will be equal to 5, 7, 5, 8, 4, 7, 4, 8, 2, 7 and 2, 8. So this is my H cross G. always remember, when you are writing the cross product, first put the curly bracket in the beginning and in the end. Also separate each ordered pair with commas and write the elements of ordered pair in round brackets and differentiate them with the comma inside. This is the correct way to write the cross product or Cartesian product. Now you can solve fourth question yourself. Move on to question number 5. In question 5, my question is A set is -1, 1. Find A cross A cross A. This is my question. What is A cross A cross A? It is a triplet, right? It is a triplet. We have already discussed triplet. But all the elements will belong to set A. That means A, B, C, such that A belongs to A, B belongs to A, and C belongs to A. This means the first element is -1, -1, -1. Second element is -1, -1, 1. Third element is, now here I have retained first two elements same, -1, -1, and changes the third element. Now I will change the second element and first and third element will remain same. So -1, -1, sorry, -1, here it is 1, comma, -1. You can easily see that at all the places we need -1 and 1 as well. So you can try by any method. Here I am not getting any pattern, so that I can follow the same pattern to write the elements. So you can try yourself. Now I am writing the elements randomly. Here I have written 1. Here I have written 1. So now I will write 1 in the first place. Now I will 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Now 1, 1, -1. Then 1, 1, 1 will also here. And I think I have written all the elements. It will be 2 multiply 2 multiply 2. It will be 8. Now let us count these pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means I have written all the pairs. So this is my answer. This is my answer. Let us do 8th question. Set A is 1, 2. Set B is 3, 4. My first question is write A cross B. I can easily write A cross B. The second question is how many subsets will A cross B have? Will A cross B have? List them. This is my second part. You can easily solve first part. What is A cross B? It is A, B such that A belongs to capital A and B belongs to capital B. This is my A cross B. So it will be 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 2, 4. Right? Now I need to write the subsets. I have told you in the previous chapter that what is the way of writing all the subsets of a set. First start with the 0 element, with the set which has no element. That means 5. 5 set is also a subset which has no element. Then write all the subsets. Subset which has one element only. That means 1, 3. This is a subset. 1, 4. This is a subset. Also remember that you need to put these two brackets, because this bracket shows it is a set and this bracket shows it is a ordered pair. So you cannot forget any bracket. 2, 3, 2, 4. Now write these sets which has two elements. That means 1, 3, 1, 4. Then 1, 3, 2, 3. Then 1, 3, 2, 4. Then 1, 4, 2, 3. Then 1, 4, 2, 4. Then 2, 3, 2, 4. I think I have written all the subsets which has two elements. Now I need to write the subsets which has three elements. Means 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3. This is the first subset which has three elements. I have written first three pairs. Now I will write first, second and fourth pair. 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 4. Now I will write last three pairs. 1, 4, 2, 3, 2, 4. Right? First I have written 1, 2, 3. Then I write this. Then I have written this. I think I have written all the subsets which has three elements, or anyone is left. Now write the subsets which has equal elements, that is A cross B whole for all the four pairs. This is also a subset because I can say that every set is a subset of itself. I have already learnt in the previous chapter that number of subsets in a set having n elements is 2 power n. Right? Number of elements in A cross B is 4. So number of subsets will be equal to 2 power 4, that is it should be 16. Let us count the sets. First set, second set, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13, 14, 15. I have missed one subset. I think I have missed the subset which has three elements at a time. Okay, give me some time. I'll check which pair I have not written here. First, second, third. Okay. First, second, fourth and last. Means I have missed first, third and fourth. First, third and fourth I have not written, right? So write it here. 1, 3, 2, 3 and 2, 4. This is a set that I have missed. So now it is 16. Let us count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. Now continuing with the last question. The Cartesian product of A cross A has 9 elements. This is my question. Among which are found -1, 0 and 0, 1. Find the set A. What is set A? This is my first question. And remaining elements of A cross A. See, it is very easy. It is given that number of elements in A cross A is 9. And there are two pairs which are given amongst A cross A. From here we can easily judge what is my A set. It is -1, 0, 1. Right? Now A has 3 elements. A has 3 elements. That means number of elements in A cross A is 3 into 3, 9. It is also given here. Now 2 pairs are given. We are left with the remaining 7 pairs. Let us start writing the other pairs. -1, 1, 0. Okay, -1, 1, 1 comma 0, 0 comma minus 1, 1 comma minus 1, minus 1 comma minus 1, 0 comma 0, 1 comma 1, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. I have written all the remaining 7 pairs, right? So I always welcome you to ask your doubts so that you can easily understand what the concept is, and you will build more confidence only if you try questions yourself by yourself. Okay, thank you.